So this will be a review on the Black Hand. This is the first figure from DC Direct, and it's based on the art of Ethan Van Sciver from the Green Lantern Rebirth and Green Lantern series. You can see his creepy, weird yellow eyes that are kind of off-center. I think they screwed up the paint job a little bit on that. But you see, of course, the now familiar Black Hand symbol, now part of the Black Lantern. He's got this nice costume redesigned from the traditional Black Hand costume, with this black and blue with these straps on his side, and it's a really nice redesign. You got this nice soft rubbery cape. It does make him a little top heavy, a little hard to stand than normal. So that's also because of the way his feet are sculpted, I think. So for articulation, his arms go in and out. They bend at the elbow and rotate at the wrist. He's got hip articulation and knee articulation, and his head is on a ball joint, so he gets a nice range of motion. Notice, of course, his hand or arm is blackened, and if you don't know already, I'll explain that in the background part of the review. But it is a very nice paint job, I think. See all the nice veins, and it's really nice. It really captures the art. This is the redesign of the character, but he first appears as William Hand in Green Lantern number 29 in 1964. Now, it's kind of an inside joke name. William Hand is a play on Bill Finger, a writer for DC at the time, and one who had a lot to do with the Batman mythos. Now, William Hand is a black sheep of his family, and what he is he really ostracized, and he becomes a criminal, and then a supervillain criminal, a super criminal, and he sees Green Lantern, and he creates this device that will drain the power ring. And so that's basically his gimmick, is that he has this device that will take Green Lantern's power away for all his appearances. And he's pretty much, just a Green Lantern foe. Hal Jordan, a couple of times he faced the alien Green Lanterns when they were stationed on Earth. Like in Green Lantern Rebirth, he detects the Green Lantern ring that Green Arrow has, and he breaks into Green Arrow's house then to try and steal the ring. And he's going to use the ring as a constant source of power for his device, instead of trying to get a Green Lantern to steal the Green Lantern energy from. However, of course, Green Arrow stops him, shoots an arrow, nails him to the wall with an arrow, and the Spectre comes, who is Hal Jordan is serving as the host for the Spectre, and he turns his hand to coal, actual coal, and so he loses his hand that way. Well, in come the you may remember them from my last video, who the Krolotians. Again, I'll put it up there and you can figure out how to say it. Well, they experiment on him, and they give him this death touch, which anything he touches dies, but as he touches it, it regenerates his lost hand, and then, which I mean, that's almost immediately thrown out because of Infinite Crisis and the new secret origin of Green Lantern that Jeff Johns came up with. And in that sense, it's a little bit different than the Silver Age one, where his family runs a funeral home, and as a kid, he's really preoccupied with death, and even as a young teenager, kind of borders on necrophilia. And what happens is that Atrocitus, who would become Red uh, the Red Lantern, comes to Earth looking for the instigator of what will become the Blackest Night, and he brings with him the Energy Collector, which after a battle between Sinestro and Hal Jordan and Atrocitus, falls into William's hands, and that's how he finds the device and becomes Black Hand, which then brings him into the events of Blackest Night, when he becomes the avatar for Death and the Black Lantern Corps, just like Ion is the avatar of the Green Lantern Corps, and Parallax is the avatar of the Sinestro Corps, and I believe it's the Predator is the avatar of the Star Sapphire. So that'll be it for the Black Hand. And until I find them, I think that'll be it for figures of Green Lantern from DC Direct. There are a couple more. I have them packed away somewhere. I gotta find them. And however, there are some other Green Lantern stuff that I will get into, comics and videos and stuff like that. So stay tuned. Plus, I will have some DC Universe Classics reviews to do to keep you entertained until I find the rest of my Green Lantern stuff. Till next time, see ya.